Nico and Zane last year. You said it was all part of the plan. Is this the first step in that plan?
Well, I think so. I think you always have to be obviously planning ahead as a coach. That's your job. You got to be looking ahead to the future. And we have a great team this year, but we're very optimistic about the teams we're going to have next year and the year after and the year after that. So, having Zane as a leader, moving into that, and now we have some freshmen that we can obviously look to for leadership. I think it's worked out well.
What do you think of the way the guys wrestled collectively this weekend?
I think overall we wrestled pretty darn well. I think we lost a couple of tight matches in the finals, but you're wrestling both lost to national champs, and two of those close matches. So our guys wrestled well. Three champions, and we have 8 through. We would have liked to have gotten 10. We thought we had the ability to get 10, but you got to show up and earn your way. But overall, I thought we wrestled pretty well, and this is a great atmosphere. It doesn't get much better than wrestling the Big Ten championship at Iowa. The sold-out crowd and a lot of energy, enthusiasm. That's good stuff.
Can you talk about the importance of Zane's match in general? Obviously, you guys were coming into the day. You weren't going so hot, even in the consolation bracket too.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. That's we started out a little slow, but a lot of that it has to do with the matchups you have. I thought Conaway wrestled really well in his. For his bronze medal, he just came up a point short against a tough opponent in Ryan Taylor, and Nico wrestled well. He just he lost in overtime there. Gulabon had a great tournament. He's back, and his confidence should be high leading into the nationals here, and that's obviously what we want. But yeah, that was a huge match because Iowa had a lot of momentum. They're very very strong in the lower weights and all the weights, but they're Gilman and they're tough. They're tough down low, so they're going to score bonus points and win big matches there. So that was a big match, just for the team race, I think. But Zane's Zane. It doesn't matter where he is, when, where, how, why. He's going to be Zane. So that's that leadership we're talking about. It was a big match, obviously. To answer your question shortly.
Okay, what was your take on 57? What was the difference there?
Well, it was a few seconds of riding time, right? Nolf wrestled well. He was in on the legs. I thought he was close to scoring multiple times. He just didn't quite finish. So he's got to finish his takedowns. He was in deep. He obviously give Martinez a lot of credit. He's tough as nails and good in all 3 positions. So it was just a great match. We came out a little short, but Nolf's going to be fine. He's already looking forward to the future and. But great matchup. It's a great match for the sport of wrestling, and both great competitors.
Can you talk about your champions, Bo Nickel and obviously Morgan too?
Well, Bo Nickel had a great tournament. He had to have been one of those guys that received a lot of votes for the wrestler of the tournament. I think because he pinned his way, through. I don't know if he pinned his first guy, but he pinned through the semis against a tough kid and then just kind of dominated in the finals there. Bo wrestled great, and that was another big match. That was coming off Nolf's, Nolf's match, which is tough because we love Nolf and we care so much about him. We know how important it is for him, to win. And so if a kid like that loses a match, that takes a little bit out of can take a little bit out of all your guys in your team. But Bo just rebounded and wrestled great, was relaxed, went out and scored a bunch of points. And Morgan again, wrestling Iowa at Iowa. It's a big match and tough kid. They've wrestled 3 or 4 times in their careers, and they're generally pretty close. And they've always been big matches. The NCAA tournament. Anytime we're dueling Iowa, obviously they're big matches. So yeah, I thought they did a great job. We're excited about our prospect of heading into the national tournament. We just got to go wrestle. Same thing as here. Whoever scores the most points wins. So we got to score points.
For a veteran like Nico, do you change any of his game plan going into NCAAs?
We're thinking headlocks and arm throws and roundhouse whatever. So I don't know. No, he's got to go get on the legs and finish his shots. But he's Tomasello's a tough kid and it's a tough weight class. But Nico's he's gonna be fine. You see him; he gets up for these big matches, and lost in a scramble there on the edge. But he's right there. He's got as good a chance as anybody to win the nationals, and we believe in him.